Hey guys, Tails here, back with another video. Now, there has been some interesting waves going on in VRChat over the last few weeks, but that's not what I'm going to talk about, because as I said, I don't do drama, I don't go into drama, everyone has an opinion, and any opinion I have as a content creator is always going to be the wrong opinion, so let's just avoid opinions altogether. But it did get me thinking about why I play VRChat in general, and what keeps bringing me back to this game. And one of the main reasons is this world I'm currently in. Like, worlds like this and seeing stuff like this and just seeing how far VRChat has evolved since I first started playing. Like, seeing the game continue to evolve and just the visual effects and the stuff that we are getting lately in worlds is just insane. Coming from the times when VRChat just started out as like a giant cube. Like, every world was a cube. And then it got evolved when they added a slightly bigger cube, and then you just had two cubes, and that was your world. And then, you know, groups of people hanging out in cubes. And now we have all this insane, like, insane things like shaders and people going the extra mile and really putting everything they have into making these worlds like exceptionally pretty, and putting all of these different resources together to create something beautiful, which is also why I'm in this world. I also that's obviously not the only reason why I come back to VRChat. Also because you have the ability to just create stuff like this if you want to do worlds or even avatar creation. Like, I never would have thought, like, when I first came across avatars and stuff in VRChat, I'm like, I'm never going to be able to figure out how to put my own stuff together. I have to find something cool online. But then I really wanted to create my own stuff, not from scratch. I'm still not model making, but, you know, put my own avatars together. So I took the time to struggle and cry through learning Unity, and still to this day continue to struggle and cry whenever I put a new avatar together. But, you know, it's for different reasons. And even avatar creation, just going from boom, posting it on Unity, making it rigged, to uploading it, and that's all you could do, to boom, posting it, adding 3.0 stuff, animations, expressions, not just putting everything in a box. Like, you have to set up all the animation. That was fun to learn. Udon, when that first dropped and there was no tutorials, ooh, we had some fun with that. My janky little Okami worlds, I attempted to just make a button system with like zero help. Like, there was one guy uploading tutorials like every day or every other day, and there was like 6 tutorials on how to do basic stuff. And like, that was what we had. That was what I was working with. And even now, like, you can get prefabs for stuff now, so it's not as bad, and there's so many tutorials on how to do the basics. But like, back when it first dropped, and throwing myself into making worlds was an insane thing to do. But I'm like, go big or go home. If I'm not like throwing myself at a massive project and going above and beyond and making it 8 times harder for myself than it needs to be, then I'm going too easy on myself. I like to suffer, apparently. But in general, learning avatar like creation, putting stuff together, putting worlds together is something I never would have done without VRChat. Obviously, because I never would have had a reason to. Like, I'd always been interested in like model creation and world building, but you know, it's something you have to learn. And it's like, oh, I spent all these hours learning how to do this, and then I have nowhere to put it, nowhere to show it off. And now we have VRChat. It's like, I spent all these hours putting this avatar together or putting this world together, and now I can show it off. Like, it's great. Maybe one day in the future, I would kind of like to make something like this, but at the same time, like, world creation is long, and it's a long process. It's just finding the time and being bothered to do it. But this world is just like something else for me. Like, the atmosphere here, the lighting, it's just so good. I just keep coming back here and just being like, ooh, pretty, duh. But yeah, like, the stuff that VRChat has done for me as far as like a creator, like when it comes to model making and stuff, it gave me a reason to learn that stuff and to get better at it and to improve. Like, VRChat has given me that platform. And of course, the other creation, VRChat has given me the platform to work on my social anxiety and get better at that, and put myself out there on YouTube for making videos. Like, I have a platform where I can get online and talk to people now without having to physically be on camera, because the struggle is real trying to make a YouTube video that like resonates with people when there isn't a person or an avatar on the screen to have the engagement. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you just have flat videos without like yourself in there or something to portray you, then it becomes a lot harder to get noticed. And being able to have that and actually having myself in front of the camera without having to be in front of the camera, like, this is like huge. Like, something like this, to the point where internet's scary, okay? I don't want my picture or my face out there. Like, a scary place. No, I was born in the 90s. I was taught to be scared of the internets. So it's also nice to have a thing where I can just have the avatar and not have my face and express myself and not be self-conscious. It's all part of the anxiety thing, and I've gotten a lot better at talking in front of the camera. Like, last couple of weeks, there's actually been people in the house when I've been doing these videos, which never would have happened before. Just kind of like let go and be like, whatever, take a breath, do it, you love it, you enjoy it. Just roll with it, have fun with it. You cringe at your videos after anyway, and they probably cringe with you, so it's fine. We all cringing together. But honestly, VRChat has done so much for me as far as the anxiety too. Like, I've said it many times before, I would never have spoken to anyone. Like, I had my mic muted, I was mute, too afraid to talk to anybody. And I have whole videos on this, so I'm just going to brush over it. So, I would force myself to talk to people over time and, like, get better, because I really wanted to interact with people. Like, I'm on VRChat, I want to interact. So, little by little, I would talk to people more, and if I was just starting out talking to someone, I would explain. If I wasn't talking much, it would be because I was like, scary people, and that's kind of how I worked through that. So yeah, another aspect that VRChat has been helping out with, also being able to create videos and go to worlds and actually be able to talk about, like, I've always gone to places like this world and thought, like, it would be so cool to like make a video about this, or any interaction I've had with my friends, like, it would be so cool to share these fun times I had with my friends in these worlds. And I'm finally doing it. I'm finally putting the channel together. It took me like 3 years, but I'm finally here and I'm finally doing it. And I wouldn't be here again if it wasn't for VRChat. So I have that. This game is just so great. So yeah, using VRChat to help me through my anxiety of talking to people online, it's been like a game changer. Like, I can freely talk to people now and be mostly fine with it and chill and just hang out and have a good time. I'll say hi to new people as they walk in the room and have a conversation that would not have been a thing. Like, I got to a point where I could talk to my friends, but anyone new entered, I would just like shut up again and be like, meh. But thankfully, I was able to work through that. It's not an easy process. It's a slow process. It's a long process. But if you have the drive to do it and you really, really want to work through it, like, it's not for everybody, obviously. It's not for everybody, but it can help. I just had that thing where it's like, okay, I've been dealing with this for like the last however many years. I want to push through it. I want to get through it. This is the time. This is the way to do it. And I just kind of slowly went, like, each time it took, like I said, it was a process, and I just gradually pushed myself more and more out of my comfort zone until I got to a point where I'm like, well, I can't make any more of a fool of myself than I already have, so let's just keep rolling with it. So yeah, VRChat has definitely helped me with that, and it's helping a lot of people with that. Also, hanging out with my friends, getting away from the mirror, and, is all actually going out and doing stuff. A lot of my friends actually enjoy being in the videos, which is great, because I feel bad about being that person who constantly has the camera out and records everything, which I don't. I've been around those people. They just constantly have their cameras around in your face, hoping to capture the magics. It's like, if you want to capture the magics, how about you be the magics? Like, you can't just expect your friends to dance for your little video. You gotta dance with them, You gotta start the dance, and if they want to dance, they'll dance with you, and you can just make the dumbest video ever. And of course, a lot of the main thing that keeps me coming back to VRChat is obviously my friends. Like, I want to see my friends. I want to hang out. There have been instances where I have been, like, on the floor like unable to breathe because I've been laughing so hard. And it's always been moments where I'm like, God, I really wish I had the camera out to capture that. But again, there was moments that I don't tend to capture, I miss, because I'm not trying to record everything. Like, not everything in VRChat should be recorded. Like, it's in my memory, I recorded it in my brains, you know. But if I'm constantly recording, then I'm constantly like, oh, in creation mode and not just chill out mode. There are some occasions where something funny is happening and I can whip out my camera and capture it. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff that happens in my videos are just like in the moment. Like, none of it's planned. Like, you get those TikToks and stuff, they're just like copy paste of like, oh, this other TikToker did that and they got like 10k views, let me copy that. Content. But a lot of my content is like, pull out a camera because it's happening in the moment, or you know, we're doing the devouring, or we're just hanging out as a group and a lot of funny stuff is happening, so I keep the camera rolling. Like, my camera is not constantly on. I also hate being that person, and I like to tell people when I meet them, if the camera is out, that, you know, like, don't ever worry, your personal stuff's not going to be in this video. I mean, and not sound mean or anything, but I don't necessarily want your personal drama on my YouTube channel either. So there you go. It's a win-win. I take what I need from the cutting and then I delete the rest. Like, I have no interest in like keeping your personal info on my file. Thank you very much. I have plenty of other video space that I need for recording new videos. But yeah, I've always made a point of like being the person who is a content creator but knows when to have the camera out and when to put it away, because it's the most annoying thing ever when you're just trying to chill by a mirror and then some like creator walks up and they're like, oh my god guys, hey, like, oh my god, how's it going, like, shove camera in face, and you're just like, hey. There's actually been instances where people have done that to me and I've completely shut down and purposely been as boring as possible until they leave. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not here to dance for your video. You want some content? Go make it yourself. Like, oh my god. Yeah, like, if I'm making content with my friends, usually we're just chilling in front of a mirror and they'll see the camera come out and they're generally fine with it. Like, it's whatever, but it's not constantly out. That's the difference. And of course, like, when we do stuff like the devouring, like, that's obviously we've all planned to get together to do that. Like, you don't just go like, oh hey, in front of a mirror one day, it's like 12 a.m. do you want to go do the devouring real quick? Like, it's 10 hours later, guys. You know, you gotta plan some stuff like that. Like, there is planned stuff, but that's mostly it. There are certain videos on my channel where I can just be chilling in front of a mirror with someone and be like, yo, you want to go do this real quick? And they'll be down because it's fun. And I am thinking of the video right now, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to say what it is, because I want to bring this series back soon, TM. And it's a lot of fun. Like, it's a lot of fun, and I don't want to ruin it, what the series is that I'm thinking about redoing. Well, not redoing, bringing back. We've talked about it, and then we just never do it, but we need to do it. Anyway, yeah. Always being that creator that, like, knows when to have the camera out is very important, guys. Don't bug your friends. Know when to put the camera away. I personally don't want to hang out with people who constantly have a camera in my face, so why would I do it to someone else, you know? They're not there to dance for my video, unless they're in the mood to dance for my video. Sometimes, you know, they'll be like, yo, are we gonna do the video? Like, okay, I don't know, we could do it now, I guess. But yeah, they do enjoy being in my video. They're not tied up in the basement or anything, working on, like, they're being fed, okay? They get food and water. That's the important thing, right? That's all they need, food and water. Then it's not cruelty. Like, it's fine. But in general, even not making videos, like just chilling, the whole reason I keep coming back to VRChat is to hang out with my friends and have a good time, and sometimes just be on, like, there has been at least 2 instances where I have been on the floor unable to breathe because of something hilarious that happened. I would like to explain the thing that got me on the floor unable to breathe, but I can't because we're on YouTube. So sorry about that. There have been several occasions there where I have been on the floor, but one of them is coming to my mind right now that I can't talk about. And I'm like, okay, just stop talking about it because you can't talk about it. Okay, cool. But yeah, I get that there's a lot of stuff going on in VR chat right now, but for me personally, VR chat, like, avoiding the drama. Like, we don't talk about drama here, except Becky. Becky is the exception, okay? Becky's a hoe. We don't talk about Becky. She just, like, sleeps with everybody, and she just, like, takes my man, and it's just like, oh my god, I can't right now. I can't even talk about Becky. Becky, okay, she got, like, pregnant at, like, 14, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about Becky, but, like, oh my god, Becky, just can't right now, okay? But, yeah, we don't do the drama here on this channel, so I'm not gonna go anywhere near it. But I'm gonna say, for me personally, like, I will never stop playing VR chat because it has given me so much, and it has given me a lot of reasons to be creative. I'm still here making videos. It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna stop making videos anytime soon. It's like exploring VR chat and seeing the creativity on this platform from everybody, and seeing what comes out next from, like, new creators to old creators. Like, people are constantly popping up on this channel, constantly creating new things for VR chat and making things just like it, like even the avatars in general. Like, you've seen my Hopkin V1 to this Hopkin. Like, the amount of growth in such a short time has been insane. So what I'm saying is, VR chat's not always gonna get it right, okay? They're gonna fudge up along the way. VR chat has infinitely more people working on it now. There's so many more people invested. Just look at how much content we've received in the last, like, half year. Avatar 3.0, Udon, all the crazy stuff we've been getting, okay? They can't fix it over the night, but they're gonna work on it, okay? They're gonna make it better. But don't throw everything away. Don't throw everything that the community has created together. Don't throw the community itself away. Like, there's so many communities on VR chat right now. But don't throw it all away so quickly. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? So let's just breathe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna end my video here. Just VR chat has done so much for me. Personally, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna end on that. You guys have your own opinions. You guys do what you want. It's chill here. And I'm gonna say that VR chat, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I'm still making the content. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the support as always. I'll see you in my next video. Still having the best time on this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.